John Fury's name, what do you do? Run like friggin' Carl Froch. Run like a Carl Froch. Don't talk
me a friggin' shithouse.
A friggin' shithouse.
To me, when you call somebody a shithouse, it means they're a bottle job. It means they're scared to fight anybody. I fear no man born from his mother. I don't even know what that means, but he's called me a has-been. What's all this has-been business?
People are only interested in current champions, men who's doing stuff today, who's getting in and fighting. No one wants to know about an has-been. And that's all these people are, has-beens.
That comes from somebody who's a never-been.
His boyfriend down here run like a bitch, Carl Froch. See him run. Run like a bitch. The missus put a better fight than him. The missus has showed more balls than him, and she's a girl.
I think John Fury is, again, a showman. John Fury, he's got people talking, because when he was up there, he said what he had to say to get his attention, to get everybody's attention, and then he didn't need to do any more because that's what everybody's talking about. I think Carl is a straight shooter.
John Fury runs up on Carl Froch in heated confrontation during the Tyson Fury versus Arslanbek Makhmudov press conference, and suddenly the spotlight shifted. What was supposed to promote Tyson's fight turned into John demanding a straightener with Froch. He wasn't joking either. He was shouting, stepping forward, challenging Carl face to face. This wasn't staged hype. John Fury genuinely looked like he wanted the fight right there and then.
The world's been calling me a You know me, Lennox. You know I'm no coward. I was going to fight you in AD. That's true. Wasn't it true? Did I back away from you? That's right. So put some respect on the name of John Fury and get that Carl Froch here.
John Fury didn't just respond, he tried to humiliate Carl Froch publicly. By calling him a YouTube man and questioning his toughness, John was basically saying Froch hides behind a microphone instead of backing his words up. He made it clear that if you speak on the Fury family in interviews, especially in a negative way, you better be ready to answer face to face. In John's world, talking about his sons is crossing a line.
Tired, I'm an animal. I'm telling you now, people who know me of the past, they're all dead who know me. Who could say he can fight? Outside he's an animal. They're all dead and gone. I'm from old school, I'm from the 70s, 80s and 90s, when men was men. We didn't talk down YouTube, so men made videos, we fought. And you see that, the pussies, man. Pussies, you think some 12-stone man can beat me a 5 round that window like an airplane, like a paper.
Adam Smith points out the obvious. Everyone is talking about John Fury's actions at his age. And honestly, people are shocked. Carl Froch's comments clearly triggered him, and John isn't holding back, demanding a face-to-face confrontation. At 48, most would stay calm, but John's old-school, fiery nature takes over. Fans, pundits, and even fellow fighters can't stop reacting. It's bold, aggressive, and completely unforgettable.
Having a go at the Furies, probably over his time on his channel, maybe, I'm guessing, and John didn't like that and wants to have a fight with him, something like that.
It was something like that. I don't think he was still necessarily turning down a fight.
What I do know is that John Fury and Carl Froch on the cobbles will be fun. I think they both have a good fun.
Carl Froch doesn't hold back, and you can see the thrill on his face as John Fury storms the press conference. At 48, John's wild antics and old-school aggression are shocking. Yet Froch seems almost entertained, impressed by the audacity. This isn't just verbal sparring, it's raw, intense, and personal. Every move John makes amps up the tension, and Froch's reaction shows he's fully aware he's in the middle of something unforgettable.
Some fun and waves. He's announced himself.
He's already started. He's started on me a little bit. He's mentioned my name, Carl Froch. If you want to have it, let's have it. I don't know what he wants me to have, but let's just do what we've got to do. Let's be professional.
Carl Froch's camp and boxing world have been watching John Fury's behavior with disbelief, and now, even his own son's reaction underlines the seriousness of this moment. Shane Fury points out that when the Fury name is mentioned face to face, it isn't just talk anymore. John's confrontational attitude, built on defending his family's honor and legacy, highlights how heat online can boil over into real-world drama, with Froch right in the center of it all.
Seems to be like you can talk about someone online and do videos, but not expect someone to say anything when you see someone. So I don't know. Listen, my dad's got his ways and his points, and 90% of the time he's half right, but listen, It is what.
Tyson Fury's words here are more than a pep talk. They reveal the mindset of a fighter who's built his entire career on grit and perseverance. Fury has often highlighted sacrifice, self-belief, and the warrior mentality as what separates champions from the rest, insisting that you must keep pushing no matter the odds. His belief in showing hunger and desire isn't just motivational, it's exactly what made him one of boxing's most resilient figures.
To be around people, just to show them what hunger is and desire is, and when you're at the top, to show them to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Hopefully they learn, it rubs off on them.
Johnny Nelson doesn't hold back at all watching this whole saga unfold. He points out the brutal reality. Carl Froch's criticism lit a fire under John Fury, and that outburst did exactly what Fury wanted. Everyone is talking about it. Nelson believes Froch would dominate if it turned physical, but he also acknowledges that John's theatrics succeeded in grabbing attention and stirring up the boxing world.
You want to watch Froch on fight, because I'm quite sure Carl's going to rip the life out of John after today. I think John did a job. John did a job and got the excitement going, got people talking. That's exactly what he did.
Liam Goff breaks down the history behind this clash. Carl Froch hasn't just been making casual comments about the Fury family, he's been repeatedly calling them out online and criticizing their behavior for years now. In response, John Fury has publicly offered a fight, even suggesting charity or exhibition conditions. Froch even joked that any real bout between them might be more for laughs or charity than serious competition.
John Fury was doing that and goading Carl Froch. And I know John Fury doesn't like Carl Froch. Carl Froch mentions him, although I haven't really watched much of Carl Froch's videos lately. But Carl Froch, I know, has mentioned John Fury in the past. He's had a go with John Fury. They actually talked about having an actual, was it an exhibition or a boxing type match? And John Fury, any man, any time, was saying words to the effect of, "Oh, I'll fight you, Carl Froch, but the money has to be right." And Carl Froch basically said, "All right, well, if we arrange payment, it can..."
Spencer Oliver breaks it down perfectly. The John Fury versus Carl Froch confrontation is unpredictable and explosive. Trying to pick a winner is tough, because both men bring raw intensity. Froch, the Cobra, is still dangerous and sharp, but John Fury's sheer aggression and old-school approach make him a formidable presence, even at 48. Oliver points out John's antics didn't just target Froch. Lennox Lewis even got caught up in the chaos. It's a moment that highlights John's fiery temperament and shows why this spectacle has everyone talking in boxing circles.
Fury, Carl Froch, who wins that one?
Difficult one to call, that, isn't it? You got to go with the Cobra. You got to go with the Cobra, mate.
Really?
The Cobra's dangerous. He's still in shape. 48 years of age.
John's standing over there behind you.
You got to go with John Fury. It kicked off a little bit. But it wasn't only Carl Froch that he went into either, did he? He actually went into Lennox Lewis as well. He started steaming into Lennox Lewis a little bit, and I go, whoa, who wins that one?
Spencer Brown gives context to the frenzy. Carl Froch has a reputation for winding people up, but John Fury is no pushover. He carefully chooses his fights and knows when to engage, making him a dangerous adversary even in heated verbal spats. Brown notes that while Froch excels at stirring drama, John's experience, presence, and legendary status in the boxing world give him a distinct edge. This altercation wasn't random chaos. It was a calculated show of force that left everyone watching on edge.
A little altercation with him and Carl Froch. Was you privy to any of that?
I wasn't privy. You know what Carl's like. He winds everybody up, doesn't he, Carl? You can't help but love the fella, but he winds everybody up.
I don't think John's the easiest, the hardest person to wind up either, is he?
No, he picks his fights, doesn't he? He knows who to wind up, Carl. But he's a good interviewer and he's a legend in the...
Aid Oladipo paints the scene. John Fury looked like he genuinely wanted to confront Carl Froch, responding directly to months of verbal jabs. It wasn't just hype for the cameras, there was real tension in the air. Cole Froch has spoken negatively about John before, and John, being the fiercely protective father he is, didn't hesitate. Oladipo points out that whether or not a physical altercation happened, John's aggressive approach delivered exactly the entertainment and drama that made this press conference go viral in the boxing world.
I mean, John Fury looked like he was trying to fight Carl Froch. Obviously, Carl has said a few things about John Fury over the last few months, and John Fury, being John Fury, went straight for him. I'm not quite sure what he was going to do if he got to him, but I guess that was the entertainment from the press conference.
The southpaw stance hits the nail on the head, calling the situation crazy upon crazy. John Fury's behavior at the Tyson Fury press conference wasn't just loud, it was chaotic and unpredictable, even by his own reputation. Over the years, Carl Froch has openly criticized John's conduct, but John didn't hold back. He stormed the event, directly chasing Froch, accusing him of talk, but no action. Whether this was calculated promotion or an emotional response, it worked. Boxing media and fans are now talking more about John's antics than Tyson's actual fight announcement. This spectacle highlights how far this feud has escalated, blurring lines between real confrontation and promotional drama in modern boxing.
This guy is just crazy upon crazy upon crazy, but we already knew that. He's now chasing after Carl Froch. Obviously, Carl Froch has had lots of things over the years to say about John Fury, basically all negative things. But I don't know what John Fury was expecting to get out of that confrontation. We've seen John Fury try and go after everybody anyway, whether it's at Misfits Boxing, whether it's at high-level boxing, you know.
Promoter Frank Warren's reaction cuts through the noise with blunt professionalism. While the confrontation grabbed headlines, he made it clear he's not interested in feuds. His focus is Tyson Fury's fitness and performance for April. Warren openly brushed off the Fury-Froch drama as irrelevant, contrasting sharply with the emotionally charged rhetoric from John Fury and Carl Froch, who have traded insults and calls for fight matchups. Dramatic confrontations sell views but don't define actual competition. By dismissing the feud as a sideshow, Warren reminds viewers that the real story is Tyson Fury's comeback, not the verbal fireworks between two retired veterans. His perspective reflects the business side of boxing. Hype is secondary to performance.
Day between John Fury and Carl Froch?
I didn't see it.
Well, John, I think, went for Carl, shall we say, and
no, whatever.
You're interested in the fight, aren't you?
I couldn't give a flying toss about that. It's irrelevant to me. All I'm interested in is Tyson being fit and well and doing the business in April.
Lennox Lewis offers a grounded perspective amid the Fury-Froch chaos. He reminds fans that comebacks and in-ring success require discipline and focus, not distractions. While John Fury was creating drama, Lewis highlighted Tyson Fury's condition and mindset, emphasizing that a fighter must love the sport to stay at the top. The confrontational antics might grab headlines, but true success comes from preparation, skill, and resilience, not offstage theatrics. Lewis's words serve as a reality check. While the feud is entertaining, the focus should remain on real boxing. The spectacle around Froch and Fury Sr. may be captivating, but legends in the sport respect action in the ring far more than verbal sparring outside it.
Let me tell you, it's always tough making a comeback, especially when you retire. For him, Tyson Fury, you know, he's up and down, and right now he's up. He's in good shape, and he's talking good, he's feeling good, and, you know, he's doing what he loves, and that's boxing. So one thing if you're in the sport of boxing, you got...
Gareth Davies provides essential context. John Fury's aggression is fueled by deep personal passion and family pride. His reaction to Carl Froch's comments isn't random. It's a protective response to anyone challenging his son's reputation. Criticism from Froch strikes a nerve because, for John, it's about respect and defending his family legacy. His words and actions demonstrate that this isn't merely entertainment, it's personal. The confrontation shows he is prepared to defend his family with intensity as fierce as in the ring. That emotional drive is unmistakable and makes this feud one of the most talked about subplots in boxing. John Fury's fervent response elevates the drama while highlighting the deep loyalty and old school mentality that define his persona.
What John does, he's very, very, very passionate around his sons when they're fighting, and it gets something out of him. I spoke to him literally face to face, and I said, well, you know, what is upset? He said, I don't want people calling me out because I'll take any man on.
Yeah.
You know the comments.
Yeah.
My guy came from...
The John Fury versus Carl Froch confrontation may not have ended in a fight, but it sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Fury's fiery temperament, Froch's composure, and the tension between old school aggression and professional restraint created a spectacle fans won't forget. This isn't just about words, it's about respect, legacy, and proving who commands the room. One thing's clear, both men know how to dominate attention. So now the question is, for you, the fans, who do you think came out on top in this clash of egos and old school mentality? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.